Welcome back to another Monday Morning Mentoring. I'm Stefana Johnson, and I'm excited to share with you today's concept that we can apply all week long. On Friday, I took my boys dancing. It was a teen dance, and it was the first time that we had ever done anything like this. Now, I personally love to dance. I enjoy it very, very much. And my boys have gone with me when they were much, much younger. When they were still like, it's fun and then we can go with mommy and do that. But they're teens now. So to have them come with me and actually really want to was amazing. So I had some moments as a mom. I was proud and excited and thinking, oh, this is going to be fun. But the things that were coming up for my 13-year-old and my 16-year-old were so interesting. And the one thing I wanted to share with you today is that my 16-year-old chose to observe, to sit and observe. And he in the way that he communicated this with me, and of course I was wanting, and his brother, his 13-year-old brother, I'll share this story another time, but his 13-year-old brother was, come on, you can, I went out there and I was nervous. And the way Ryder, my older son, just stayed completely calm and present and kind and genuine, the way he is naturally, he stayed in his highest self and said, no, Mom, I'm going to observe. I definitely want to come back, and next time I'll dance every dance. But right now, I just want to observe. I'm really enjoying watching. Now, the room was packed to the point where if we're not on the dance floor, we're back because the movement is just so lively and beautiful. And it was amazing. And it was so fantastic to see all of these gorgeous teens with smiles on their faces and just breathing beautifully and dancing. It was just heaven. And watching my son watch and observe was incredibly heartwarming and pleasing. And it reminded me of something that I had been forgetting to do, which is be present and observe instead of getting caught up in what others want, in what others are trying to make you do or think or say, and instead of trying to change yourself. And it really was beautiful for me to then reflect on that gift of leadership, because it requires of us as leaders, in whatever capacity you hold a role of leadership. And if nothing else, you must lead yourself. You are a leader of yourself. And if you are not, then you need to step into that role in a big way. But stepping into that role in a big way for yourself is going to do so much for those around you, because I think that what you being able to step into that state of presence, observing, not getting caught up in the observation, gives permission to others to do that. And the ripple effect is profound. Now, I'll tell you what I was going through personally this week and this weekend through something that I really enjoy doing, which is volunteering. And I have volunteered most of my life in one capacity or another in a variety of organizations. And I'm going to volunteer and in a leadership role of a volunteer organization. And there was some conflict and confusion and quite a bit of chaos. And it was really taking its toll on me, to the point where and this isn't something I'm quick to do, of just give up or just, well, this isn't worth it, because I've committed to this for some time. And there is great value in being part of an organization. That's with any organization. It's so easy for us to get caught up in the organization or the chaos and the bureaucracy, and then there's personalities that come in there, and we can get confused and lose sight of what our purpose is as a leader. In recognizing what I saw in my son, with taking that moment to be so present and observe and hold that position so beautifully, it reminded me that that's exactly what I needed to do. And when I started to practice that for myself, things resolved beautifully. And the emotion that I had around what was going on was something that I could rise above. Because this is something that I work with my clients on and teach them is that, we're not our emotions, we're not our bodies, we're not the physical, right? We have a body and we have emotions and we have thoughts, but we are not them. They are information. And then when we become so reactive to that, that's when we are not at our best. So it was beautiful to be able to see my son at his best and speak from a place that was at his best. When you, as a leader, tap into being your best, you will find that you are calm and serene. You're creative and focused. You're relaxed, but you're energized. And this is what I want for myself as a leader. This is what I want, certainly for my boys as leaders, even if it's just leading themselves, but I already see how each of us have an opportunity to lead. And then we can also observe where perhaps we can improve, but also we can observe where someone else has taken over that should not be leading our thoughts or our emotions or our actions. And we have to take back that, well, we have to take back the controls. And this goes right back to a book that I wrote almost a decade ago. Peace Doesn't Come in a Pill. And really that title, I think, made it not comfortable for people, or it just wasn't popular. But it was a tool that I used for all of my clients in the methodology that I created, Pilot Your Way. P, practicing presence. I, intention. What's my intention in this moment or for this group or situation or whatever it is, right? In my life, in my work, in my play, in my energy, what's my intention? L is that leveling up, letting go of things that do not serve you, letting go of other emotions, that, lightening up and using that frequency of love or above. So that's the L part. I go into much more deeply in it in the book. O, observe. Observe, of course, be the observer, notice without judging. And that's what Ryder was doing. And I was observing him actually apply the Pilot Your Way method. And that's the key, is we have to apply it. And the T is tools, using the right tool at the right time and sharpening the saw. These are fundamental things. I mean, this has been said time immemorial. We've got Stoics, and we've got philosophers, and we've got really wise masters and teachers who've come before us that we can learn from. So this week, can we practice being the observer, noticing without judging? And that's one part of it, But if you're clear with that, and if you're able to come back to that space of being calm and present and noticing without judging, you won't get so caught up in the chaos, in the random. And I do mean random because there's a lot of randomness to our world today that's not aligned with any well-intentioned agenda. And so we have to be really mindful of that and tap back into what is it that we are on purpose towards. Is our compass set to our true north? And is it aligned, and are our actions aligned in our organizations and in the work that we are doing on a day-to-day basis, even moment-to-moment basis? So this is the kind of work that I love to do with my clients when I am helping leaders, high-powered executives, drop the extra weight. Now that's physical weight. Yes, I work with the physical body. I love working with the physical body, but knowing that my clients are not just a physical body, but that physical body is what gets us to where we want to go, and it helps us lead it. So we want it to be in the healthiest state possible. So that may look like dropping the extra physical weight, whether that's 10 pounds or 100 pounds. So doing that with the clients, they are then feeling so much better. They look better. They're more confident. They can show up energized, productive, profitable. This is what I'm passionate about. And as always, I'm happy to give a call to action. You can go to my calendar, stefana.net, book a call with me if anything that I say resonates and you know that you are looking for support along these lines. In the meantime, the Monday morning mentoring for this week, observe, notice without judging. And maybe it is that you need to observe for a little bit longer, and next time you can take an action. Or because observing is really taking an action, and it is an intelligent action. It is not a reaction when you can step back and observe. And that is an exceptional tool for a leader to have in their toolbox at any given time for themselves, in a relationship, in business and with teams. Observe. Take the moment to observe. Get present. See what's going on. Take it in. Get all the information. And then you might be able to make a clear decision. What a great lesson I've learned from my 16-year-old this weekend. So until next time, have an amazing week, and I will see you again soon. Peace and blessings.